Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Go ahead. And you took over the talent competition.
I
might as
did.
well take,
I got
yeah.
comfortable in my skin, and I just started taking over, and he's just standing there going, well, okay. We are delighted to have Lana Trublood and Beth White with us to talk about Fridays on the Square. And you both have individual businesses on the square here in Harrison. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that and then tell us about Fridays on the Square?
Well, I have the Daisy Shop on the square, and we've been in business over 60 years and do all kinds of floral and event planning and everything. So
busy, aren't you?
Busy, busy.
And how about you, Beth?
I have Bethy Bugs. Only been there for 5 years, but it's really been a long 5 years.
Well, that's an accomplishment in itself to be on the square for 5 years. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a resale shop. Well, new and used, and just pretty much whatever I can get my hands on.
Well, it keeps you busy.
It does. It really does.
Now you're spearheading the Fridays on the Square this year, kind of out front there and taking control of it.
Well,
before it was an event that was put on by Downtown Harrison or Main Street Harrison. Yeah, and that organization kind of faded away, but it was such a great thing for downtown that it needed to be picked up, right?
Well, the Historic Harrison Business Association it is who puts it on, and there's several on our committee that work really, really hard to make sure that it comes off every month. And the hours this year are a little different than what we've done before. They are from 11 a.m. till 7 p.m. on the first Friday of the month instead of before we had it on the third Friday. And I think it's going to pick up more people being able to come and enjoy everything downtown since we've expanded our hours and started doing it at 11 a.m.
And I noticed with the first one, you incorporated some children's activities, which is always a good thing to involve children and their families and that type of thing to bring people in.
Yes, and Beth can tell us about the different things we're going to do for the kids.
Okay.
Well, we're going to take advantage of the Master Gardeners being in town. And our kids' activity would be to plant. We're getting little pots, flower seeds, dirt, letting the kids get nice and dirty, and they're going to grow their own, or at least start their own plants.
Right.
That's always fun for kids. I know when I had my first seed, and I would watch it every day to make sure it would come up, and finally it did, and that was an awesome thing.
So
now, if someone is not familiar with what goes on with Fridays on the Square, give us an idea of what to expect.
Happens once a month, right?
It does happen once a month, and we have local artists and craftspeople that are down there. We also have music down on the square during that time. We have the stores that stay open late, so you can go around to all the different shops around the square, and if you don't have a chance at other times to get down there and go inside their stores and see what they have and everything, and make yourself familiar with the stores that we have downtown, the merchants stay open so they can get maybe some insight on some different things that are offered.
We want to keep downtown Harrison vital.
Yes.
And this is one way for people to have access after hours and a special time once a month that they can take advantage of what goes on in Harrison downtown.
That's exactly right.
Okay. Anything else y'all want to add about?
We've added food to the lineup too.
Oh, okay.
You
Tell us
can
about that.
eat lunch on the square. The HHBA, we set up a concession tent trailer and offer lunch. Well, all through the afternoon into the night. Last month we had a couple other food vendors out down there, just to try and make it a fuller night. And then the Lyric shows a movie at 7.
Okay.
They do a low-cost movie just to try and keep people down there and take advantage
and
of
offer
them.
something to our community.
Cool. That's nice.
And really to see our theater is really exciting for people, I think, too, to get in and maybe somebody doesn't have access to that a lot of times. So I think that's really important too, to utilize
and
that.
I think we take that for granted.
Yes.
What we do have. I mean, if you go back a few years back when it was in almost a building that almost
Right.
where we almost had to demolish it. And then we have groups that come in that are well known throughout the United States, and they say this is an awesome thing you guys have here. So I mean, it's really something to be thankful for and to use every day if we can.
And I know that we're going to have a lot of the Master Gardener people that are going to be out in town that weekend too and everything. So hopefully they'll get to come to the Lyric and come to the different places that
That's
we
their
have.
state convention, I
Yes,
believe.
Yeah.
their state convention is here that weekend.
So if you're coming to that convention, come on down to the square and enjoy Fridays on the Square. And it starts at what time again?
11 a.m.
11 a.m.
11 to 7.
11 to 7. I know before it used to be like from 5 to 8 or
Yes.
something like that, but
Yes.
it's a whole afternoon thing,
Yes.
right? That's good.
It's kind of revamped and better, huh?
It is.
What is the date on that Friday?
The first Friday of the month from May through September.
Okay.
Okay.
Wonderful.
All right.
Thank you, ladies.
Yeah, thanks for coming
Appreciate
by.
you being here.
And we want everybody to get down there and enjoy on the square. It doesn't cost anything to walk around and enjoy yourself and get down there and look at the square and stop in the Lyric and just go through and if you've never been in the Lyric lately, go in there and see what it looks like. It looks like what it did 50 or 60, 70 years ago.
We encourage you to shop at all the local businesses down in the square, so
Absolutely.
take advantage of this.
Once again, thanks for being here.
Thank
Thank you for
you.
All
having
right.
us.
All right. Up next, and lastly but not least, we have John Hampton. It's a new organization. It's called NCO Club of Harrison. We'll find out all about that right after this break.